We are coming to you live from CVCC, Chattahoochee Valley Community College in Phoenix City, Alabama. We got game 2 coming up between the Buccaneers from Shelton State taking on the CVCC Pirates. Shelton State took the first game in extra innings, 6-2 in 10. They got Henderson leading things off for the Buccaneers going up against Dixon. Dixon coming on the mound and getting ready to pitch game 2. It's a big region game for both teams. Yeah, first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. We'd like to welcome you here. Game 2. Dixon. It's in there. Strike 1. What a pitch. There you go. It's strike 2. Nice pitch right on the corner. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikeouts. And one down here in the first. Henderson out on strikeouts. That'll bring to the plate Mason Steele, the lefty. Dixon starts him out with a ball. So we are underway here at Chattahoochee Valley Community College. Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. I actually showed up for the first game. Thrip Behringer calling the first game. Did go into extra innings. Helped produce, work the camera, but I did not bring my extra headset. Otherwise, I probably would have jumped on and done some color commentating along with Thrift. That is in there for a strike 1-1. I did jump in on the broadcast for a couple innings to start things off, but here to call the second game. And that is in there, strike 2, Brody Dixon. The former Smith Station Panther, who his Smith Station Panthers have got a big one tonight against Glenwood. That's going to be at Smith Station. 2-1, foul back, and it's 2-2. To Mason Steele. Pierce Dutton on deck. Brody Dixon. The 2-2 pitch to Steele, and that is lined foul. We will go ahead and start again. And so the sun just keeps coming in and out, in and out. Make up your mind. You going to stay in the clouds or are you going to come out? And it's really affecting the brightness of the camera. I've had to adjust the iris a couple of times, and that's fouled away. 2-2. By the way, good luck to the Chattahoochee Valley Lady Pirates. They are getting ready to leave. I think they're already there in Missouri. First time ever in the national tournament. Congratulations to Joe Richardson. Happy birthday, Coach, by the way. And there's a ground ball right to the first baseman. Tag in the bag. 3 unassisted and quickly 2 away here in the first. And now Pierce Dutton, the batter. Dixon. And that's fouled away. The 0-1. So we got a little bit of a late start today. Just to be mindful, I know with the time change, Sunset is going to be around 8 o'clock-ish. It'd still be light outside at 8. They want to try to get these games finished before darkness. They do not want to have to call a game because of darkness. That happened to me a lot when I was in Little League because I played on a field with no lights. There's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Throw to first. Got him! And a 3-up, 3-down inning for Brody Dixon. As we go to the bottom of the first. CVCC coming up to bat. We'll be back. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here we go again, hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Your scholarship and you meet people.
And we are back. We're back here at Chattahoochee Valley Community College in Phoenix City. We're here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We are presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, Kinetic Credit Union, Chattahoochee Valley Community College, Buffalo Rock and Pepsi, Alabama Power, and Zaxby's. J.D. Wilkins, the pitcher, on to take on Jacob Velos. Justin Velos. Jacob is his younger brother at Pacelli. That first pitch is I just called a Pacelli game, so I called one last week, and Jacob Velos was playing there. So 1-0 to Justin. That's looped in the center. Camped under it and making the grab is the center fielder Dutton for the first out. So Velos flies out to center. And that will bring to the plate Jones. Just missed. Chattahoochee Valley Community College. They split the series against Shelton State in Tuscaloosa on Thursday. Dropped game 1 in extra innings. That's fouled back. And you want to try to salvage this series, and especially having a winning record in conference play. Right now, these two teams are trying to position themselves in conference play to try to get a good showing, as that is fouled back 1-2. So it's fitting you got the Buccaneers taking on the Pirates. So you got two teams that are pretty much Pirates. I think the Buccaneers, when you think of like the sports teams that have the pirate ship, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that's on the inside corner, strike 3. That's the second out of the inning. Jones out on strikeouts. And now here comes to the plate McDonald. High fly ball. And that's going to drop for a base hit. And a little looper in the right field, and McDonald's aboard with a single. So with McDonald at first and 2 away, that will bring up Zach John Pierre, the designated hitter. And he starts off with a ball. It's 1-0. The lefty with a runner at first. In there, strike one. It's a 1-1 count. Josh McDonald at first. Two one. It's high for a ball. It's 3-1. Wilkins from the stretch. The 3-1. Right in the inside part of the plate. Runs the count full. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got Spring Sports Media Day, as we'll be there all day at the Beck Center. Me, Thrift, Toygar, Chris, Rick Beach. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. And that's going to be a 2-out walk to Zach John Pierre. And that will bring to the plate Trey Fulmer with 2 outs and 2 away here in the first. By the way, a special happy 40th birthday to Rick Beach. Beachy, Kutsu Sports. We've even shared the gif of Mike Gundy screaming, "I'm a man, I'm 40." Yeah, I got that. I got that meme too when I turned 40. People kept sending it to my phone. So happy birthday, Beachy. 0-1. The high fly ball. Deep. Going back. That's at the wall. A run's going to score. Fulmer rounding second, headed to third. 2-run scores. He slides into third base with a 2-out triple. Trey Fulmer gives CVCC the 2-0 lead. And listen to this crowd getting fired up. I'm fired up. What a 3-bagger for Trey Fulmer. That will bring to the plate Harrison Long. Chattahoochee Valley leads it 2-0. That's going to be high for a ball. It's 1-1. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube. We're live on both. Change up outside. It's 2-1. Wilkins delivers. 2-1. Fastball That is smoked into center field, but that's right at the center fielder. Dutton making the grab, but not before CVCC puts up 2 runs here in the first. And they lead the Buccaneers from Shelton State 2-0. We'll be back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hey, grab me one too.
Top of the second. Pirates leading the Buccaneers 2-0. We got James Graffos coming up to the plate. The throw to first in time for the first out. It's going to be 4-3 on the put out. And that will bring up to the plate Hayes Alford here with 1 away. It is outside for a ball, 1-0. That's popped up. Shallow center. Making the grab at it is Sauter for the second out. That is popped up, fouled away. It is outside for a ball. It's a 2-1 count to Trip Gann. Popped up. Playable. Nope. That's foul. Fly ball. And that's going to be fouled again. That's high fly ball into right field, and that is going to fall for a 2-out single for Gann. So Gann aboard here with 2 away here in the second. And that will bring into the plate Brady Wall. Dixon, first pitch to Waugh. That is in the dirt. A nice stop by Mason. It's 1-0. That's low in the dirt. 2-0. Dixon from the stretch. The 2-0 pitch. That's in there. 2-1. Runner goes. That's outside for a ball. Throw down. And he's safe. Stolen base by Gann. Yeah, that was a very close play. It actually was a strike on that throw, so it's a 2-2 count to Brady Waugh. No, it's 3-1. Okay. Just waiting for the scoreboard to kind of. – 3-1, and up calls time. Shelton State out of Tuscaloosa. These two teams played on Thursday, and they split that series. That's low, ball 4. So 2 aboard with 2 outs. And Paxton Ponder is coming up. And that pitch is low for a ball. It's a 1-0 count to Ponder. Oh, right down the middle. What a pitch. That is strike 1. And it's a 1-1 count to Paxton Ponder. Dixon, the 1-1. That's fouled away. Chattahoochee Valley Community College lost the first game 6-2 in 10 innings. Trying to bounce back and even up the series. They're leading 2-0 here in the second. From the stretch, the 1-2. Got him. Strike three. Inning over. And Shelton State strands two. We go to the bottom of the second. The Pirates leading the Buccaneers 2-0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC has got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Bottom of the second inning. And Travis Sauter is going to lead things off for the Pirates. J.D. Wilkins, first pitch is popped up in the infield. That's a long pop fly that gets taken by Waugh for the first out. Now Jack Bryson, the batter. Wilkins' pitch is in there for a strike. And that is popped up. Foul. It'll be 0-2. And that is going to be in the dirt. It's 1-2 strikes. Wilkins. That's lined into right field, a base hit. Bryson's aboard with a single. It's the third hit of the game for CVCC. So with a runner at first, Silas Mason, the batter. Mason, and this is his 8th appearance, and he's batting .294 on the season. And then he'll be back to the top of the order for the Pirates. That gets by the catcher. That's going to be a stolen base for Bryson. CVCC's got a runner in scoring position here with one away. The 1-0. High for a ball. It's 2-0. CVCC 8-16 on the season. Fastball. And that's in there for a strike. 2-1. Their next game is going to be a doubleheader against Wallace State Community College. That's going to be next Thursday. Popped up. Playable. And charging at it and making the stab is the right fielder, Mason Steele. Here with 2 away, and now we got Justin Velos coming up to the plate. So Justin Velos, we were able to see him against Gordon State back on February the 18th, hit a grand slam in a 15-7 victory over Gordon State. That's outside for a ball. Velos batting .465 on the season with 16 RBIs. That's high fly ball, deep, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Velos, 1 run scores, slides into second, and he's got himself a double. And CVCC now leads 3-0. What timely hitting by Justin Velos. And now here comes Noah Jones. Here with 2 away. Coach Sproul is going to have a talk with his pitcher. We talk about 8-16, but 4-3 in the conference. And they got some very important conference games coming up, including against Coastal Alabama, Southern Union State, Gadsden State, Lawson State, Northwest Shoals, and the finale against Sneed State. There's Noah Jones. Wilkins popped up. Is it playable? And it's going to be foul. First baseman had a pretty good jump on that one. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. And it is now an 0-2 count to Noah Jones. Here's the 0-2. And that is smoked into right center for a base hit. Velos rounding first, sliding, and scoring. And there's a couple fist pumps by Justin Velos. And CVCC now leads 4-0. Talking about a 2-out rally here for the Pirates. And now here comes the leading RBI leader for CVCC, and that is Josh McDonald. Got a runner in scoring position. Wilkins, check swing, trying to go around and could not. It's ball 1. Wilkins, the 1-0. That's a ground ball foul. It's down the third base line. And we'll try it again. Just missed. It's 2-1. So this is a game that was supposed to be played tomorrow. They moved it up to today because of the rain, as that changeup actually hit McDonald. And now the Pirates with runners at first and second. And Zach Jean-Pierre, who singled and scored a run in the first inning, was coming up to the plate. Wilkins from the stretch. And the first pitch to Jean-Pierre is low for a ball. So Zach batting .341 with 9 RBIs this season. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Wilkins, 1-1 pitch. It's in there, strike 2. Pirates put up 2 in the first, 2 in the second. They got runners at first and second here with 2 away. J.D. Wilkins. The 1-2, and that's a changeup that misses. And it's now Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Here in the second inning, in game 2, between Shelton State and CVCC. Wilkins, the 2-2 pitch. That's foul back. Out of play. Just a reminder, Tuesday, we've got CVCC Lady Pirates softball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. As they were supposed to play tomorrow, but that got bumped to Tuesday because of the potential inclement weather coming in. The 2-2, and that's in the dirt. And it runs the count full. It's a good stop by Skylar Smith, but it keeps those runners at first and second. Shelton State knows there's going to be a force at any bag. The runners will probably take off on this pitch. 3-2. And that's foul back. And the runners will get a head start on this next pitch. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. As the Chattahoochee Valley Community College Pirates take it on Shelton State out of Tuscaloosa. Wilkins. Payoff pitch. High fly ball. That's deep. That is gone. A 3-run jack by Josh McDonald. And I'll tell you what. That was a moonshot. There you go. Celebrate with your team there. What a shot. And the floodgates have opened up here in this game. It is now 7-0. And we might end up having a pitching change. Correction. That was Zach John Pierre who hit that 3-run homer. So I apologize for that. Josh McDonald actually was the batter before that. Oh, man. That might have been a candidate for top play. And so a 3-run homer by Zach John Pierre. We got a pitching change. We'll be back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back here to the campus of CVCC. The Pirates leading the Buccaneers from Shelton State 7-0. And the new pitcher on the mound is Gunnar Dodd. And Trey Fulmer, who tripled in the first inning with 2 RBIs. Takes a big cut at that one, and it is 0-1. So a 3-run shot by Zach John Pierre has broken this game open. Dodd. And that's going to be a pitch right down Broadway. 0-2. Dodd trying to get out this inning. Here's the pitch. It gets away from the catcher. It's 1-2. That's in the dirt. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Dodd gets the job done coming in relief, but not before. CVCC puts up 5 runs here in the second. We go to the top of the third. And the Pirates leading 7-0. We'll be back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
Top of the third inning, CVCC leads Shelton State 7-0 in Game 2 of a doubleheader that started at 1 o'clock Eastern today. And, we are still going here as Skylar Smith going to lead things off for the Buccaneers. Brody Dixon starts him off with a strike. Skylar Smith was trying to bunt his way aboard, but it's now a 0-1 count. And that is foul back. Just a reminder, the softball team will be in action, taking on Marion Military Institute on Tuesday. That will be 2 o'clock Eastern time. They will actually be on the road taking on the JV team from Thomas University, an NAIA school out of Thomasville, Georgia. And as a proud alum of an NAIA school, I didn't even know you can do that you could play your JV team against junior colleges. Oh, what a pitch. Got him for the first out. Yeah, that's the third strikeout for Brody Dixon. And now Jackson Hitterson going to come back up, the leadoff hitter for Shelton State, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. As Glenwood Smith Station should be underway. At Smith Station, Noah Shelton on the call. High fly ball. Deep, but Justin Velos is camped underneath it. Warning track power makes the catch. Right at the warning track for the second out. Harris County was supposed to play a game today, but they moved it to Thursday because of Rick Beach's birthday. No, because of inclement weather. Had nothing to do with it. Now, happy birthday to Rick Beach. As that is in there. No, that missed. It's 1-0. Brody Dixon, the former Smith Station Panther, was also a fantastic wide receiver for Smith Station. Quarterback, thank you. I remember because I called Smith Station football games. I know Jackson Greer was the quarterback. I thought he was his wide receiver. Jackson Greer was the quarterback before Brody Dixon. Thank you. Yeah, we called some Smith Station games couple years ago. I did it on Beam, and then last year we did the Smith Station Opelika game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. There's the 2-1. There's a ground ball. That's going to be into right field for a base hit. So the two-out rally continues as Mason Steele gets aboard with a two-out single. And Pierce Dutton, the batter. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Popped up. That's going to be out of play. Runner goes. Throw. Did they get him? Oh, he's safe. Oh. It looked like he got him. That looked like it was a throw that was on the money. But he was safe. Yeah, we were trying to figure that one out. Glenwood Smith Station underway on Georgia Alabama Sports Live in the top of the first. As those schools separated by 2 miles. Getting to face off again. Yeah, that really was a great throw by Silas Mason. Pierce Dutton faced with an 0-2 count. Let's see if Brody Dixon can get out of this inning without any further damage. Just stranding the one runner at second. Dixon from the stretch, the 0-2. High fly ball. That's going to be foul. And we'll start it up again. If you look into left center, you see the number 18. No Chattahoochee Valley player wears the number 18 because it was only worn by the greatest Chattahoochee Valley baseball player to ever put on a Pirates uniform, and that is Tim Hudson. And there's a high fly ball. That's going to be in left field, and making the grab is long, and the inning's over. A good job by CVCC, Brody Dixon. He's pitched 3 scoreless, and the Pirates lead 7-0. We'll be back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the 2 here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, we're live here at CVCC. Score update, Glenwood leads Smith Station 1-0 in the 1st inning. Harrison Long is going to lead things off for the Pirates. Correction, at Glenwood now, yeah, it is 1-0. An SEC tournament quarterfinals earlier today. Auburn survives and advances. That's the name of the game, as they're able to survive and advance against Ole Miss. They await the winner of Texas and Tennessee. I'm trying to get a score update on that game. There's a ground ball. That's going to be right to the second baseman, the throw to first. In time for the out. And Long grounds out. And Travis Salter, who popped up his last time up, is going to be coming up to the plate. Gunnar Dodd, the pitch, low for a ball. Tennessee is actually leading Texas 75-63 right now, so Auburn knows they're going to play Tennessee in the semifinals. One team that broke my heart once again. Oh, man, the Kennesaw State Owls. They had a huge lead against Liberty, and Liberty ended up beating them 81-79. Popped up. Shallow, right. Underneath it. Making the grab for the second out is the right fielder, Steele. So we'll bring to the plate Jack Bryson. 1 for 1 with a single and a stolen base. Also a run scored. And Dodd starts him off with a strike. There's a ground ball. It's going to be in the right field for a base hit. So 2 for 2. Jack Bryson with 2 singles. Board with a 2-out single, and now Silas Mason will try to keep this inning going for the Pirates. Gunnar Dodd. Runner goes. It's outside for a ball, inside for a ball, and it goes right down to second, and it's not going to be in time. That's going to be a stolen base. That's 2 stolen bases for Jack Bryson. I'm telling you, if we had a promotional deal like something like steal a base, steal a taco, it's already been used. They did that in the World Series. I know people will be cheering. I'm definitely cheering anyway. The 1-0. And another. That's 3 stolen bases for Jack Bryson. And Bryson's now at third. 2-0. Popped up. Playable. First baseman underneath it in foul territory makes the catch to end the inning. And Shelton State actually gets out of that inning, not giving up a run. They still trail 7-0. We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Top of the 4th inning. Pirates leading 7-0, including a 3-run homer by Zach John Pierre. We had Justin Velos with a double. And Noah Jones ended up driving him in. Trey Fulmer with a 2 RBI triple. Yeah, the bats have really come alive here in this game, too. Game one, it felt like just a pitcher's duel. It was 2-2 going into the ninth. And it finally finished in 10 innings. It's a 2-0 count. There's Brody Dixon. So far, 3 scoreless. Pitch is in there. It's 2-1 to James Graffos, who grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Dixon, the 2-1. That's strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Outside, and it runs the count full. To the leadoff hitter, James Graffos. Payoff pitch, fouled away. And we'll try it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch. It's in foul territory. Charging at it is the first baseman. Makes the grab. McDonald camps underneath it for out number 1. And so Hayes Alford, who flied out to center. He is 0 for 1. And Alford, towering blast into left field, but underneath it and making the grab is Harrison Long for out number 2. Didn't quite leave the ballpark. In fact, the wind is blowing in the opposite direction. I think the wind just kept that one in the ballpark. And there's quickly 2 away. And now Tripp Gann, who is 1 for 1 with a single. He's got the only hit. No, there's 2 hits, actually. Scoreboard's read wrong. But he's 1 for 1 with a single and a stolen base. And he's behind in the count, 0-1. Dixon outside, 1-1. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're here in the 4th. CVCC up 7-0. Dixon, 1-1. And that is roped into left center for a base hit. And Tripp Gann is 2 for 2 in the game. Good timely hitting by Tripp Gann, a 2-out single. That's the third hit given up by Brody Dixon. And then Brady Waugh will come to the plate. He does not have an official at bat. He walked. Brody Dixon. First pitch to Waugh is a changeup in there for a strike. So Shelton's, not Shelton, Shelton State is 19-4 on the season, 5-2 in conference play. There's a ground ball right to the second baseman. Throw to first. In time and 4 scoreless innings for Brody Dixon, and CVCC leading 7-0 here in the 4th. We'll be back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. I can say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC has got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Welcome back here to CVCC, bottom of the fourth. The Pirates leading the Buccaneers 7-0, and leading things off is Justin Velos, who is 1 for 2 with a double. So far, Shelton State leads the series 2-1 over CVCC. Lost the first game on Wednesday 8-1. They turn around and beat CVCC 10-0 in 6 innings. They're going to end up taking on Bevel State on Monday. That's a 1-1 count to Justin Velos. Dodd delivers the 1-1. Change-up, swung on a miss. It's 1-2. Here's 1-2. And that's outside. It's 2-2. Dodd, 2-2. Fastball. Got him on the outside corner, strike 3. That was a fantastic pitch by Gunnar Dodd for the first out. And now here comes Noah Jones. It was Noah Jones, the batter. He is 1-2. Yeah, that was a tough angle. Some of the fans didn't notice it might have been a little outside. It was just a bad angle on my part. But he had good velocity on that fastball, though. That's 0-1 to Noah Jones, who doubled with an RBI. Dodd, changeup. Just missed. It's out inside, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Dodd delivers the 1-1. Fastball swinging a miss, 1-2. Dodd delivers the 1-2. Change up. There's a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman charges it, throws it to first. 2 away. Score that 4-3 on the putout, and now Josh McDonald, who is 1 for 1. He was hit by a pitch, had a single in the first, and he also scored a run. Dodd. First pitch to McDonald. That is smoked in a center field, but right at the center fielder makes the grab. 3 up, 3 down for Shelton State. We played 4 here at CVCC. Pirates leading 7-0, as we'll be back after this here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover these 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Top of the 5th inning. Brody Dixon on to work the 5th. He's got 4 scoreless innings, only giving up 3 hits. Paxton Ponder coming up to the plate for Shelton State. And that is hit on the button, but foul. Pitch to Ponder. Low ball 1. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. So in the Division I of the Alabama Community College Conference, Northwest Shoals and Coastal Alabama both 4-0. Gadsden State is 3-2. CVCC is 4-2. You got Snead State 2-4, Calhoun Community College 2-4, Wallace State 1-3, Southern Union 0-4, Lawson State. That's low for a ball. That's low for a ball. And that's low for a ball. And that's going to be a strike. 2-1 count. And that's caught! Bryson with the catch. He just leaped out of the air and grabbed that one. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Jackson Henderson. And that's going to be a high fly ball, deep center. Sauter makes the grab, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Brody Dixon. We go to the bottom of the 5th. CVCC leads 7-0. We'll be back Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here we go again. Hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Want to remind everybody that this broadcast is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, Kinetic Credit Union, Zaxby's, Alabama Power, Buffalo Rock, and Chattahoochee Valley Community College. We thank everybody for supporting Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And now, coming up to the plate is Zach John Pierre, who is 1 for 1 with the 3-run homer. That happened in the second inning. And when I made the home run call, I accidentally looked down my sheet and thought Josh McDonald hit it. But obviously it was a lefty. So wanted to make sure to give him credit that it was a home run by Zach John Pierre. Let's take a look at some of the stats. I'm looking at some of the stats here on CVCC's website. This is outside for a ball. It's 1-1. He's batting .341. He's got 12 RBIs. They don't have home runs on here, but we know he's got at least one. It's a 2-1 count to John Pierre, the former Pacelli Viking. Here's the 2-1. Fastball, swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 7-0 lead for CVCC. Dodd, who came in the second in relief. And there's a changeup, and that is smoked down the third base line, foul. And we'll go ahead and we'll start it again. We appreciate everybody watching us that also is either watching on their smartphone or tablet the SEC tournament. There's a curve that just broke. Runs the count full. Congratulations to Auburn. They get past Ole Miss. Now going to take on Tennessee in the semifinals. Payoff pitch to John Pierre, and that is going to be foul. It's a 3-2 count. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strikeout. It's the first out of the fifth. And now Trey Fulmer, who is 1 for 2, a triple with 2 RBIs, and he struck out his last time up. Glenwood leads Smith Station 2-1, top of the second. And they are threatening. It's Trey Fulmer. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Dodd The 0-1. Fastball, and that's up the middle, but it's right to the shortstop. Throws it to first for the out, 2 away. It looks like the shortstop was playing the shift. That's 6-3 on the put out. Now Harrison Long, the batter. With 2 away here in the 5th. Dodd delivers. First pitch to Long is high and above the letters, 1-0. And that is low. It's a 2-0 count to Harrison Long here with 2 away. Gunnar Dodd, who's a freshman, he is 2-0 on the season. He's got a 1.29 earned run average. He has pitched 14 innings so far this season. Dodd delivers. 2-0. That is away for ball 3. Glenwood has taken the 3-1 lead over Smith Station. 3-0. Right down the middle, it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strikes to Harrison Long. Dodd pitches. Yeah, it's fouled back. It runs the count full. All right, here we go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away. Dodd. Payoff pitch to Long. Changeup, low, ball 4. And Dodd walks him. Now Travis Sauter, who's 0 for 2, he popped up twice. The sun went going back into the clouds as the runner goes. Throw to second. That's going to be a stolen base for Harrison Long. He's now in scoring position. CVCC trying to split the season series with Shelton State after splitting on Wednesday in Tuscaloosa, and then they dropped game 1 in 10 innings. Dodd. First pitch to Long, and that's lined into center, but right at the center fielder for the out. We played 5 here at CVCC, and the Pirates hanging on to a 7-0 lead. We'll be back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Quinteria Perry, and this is my CVCC story. I've graduated from CVCC with my associates in medical assistant, and I received my certification from CVCC. The training that I got from CVC and being prepared to come and do clinicals helped tremendously. I started looking at scholarships, and the Ambassador Scholarship was interesting to me because you did events to earn your scholarship and you meet people. My favorite part about my job is meeting patients every day. They will crack me up every day. They make my day better. I would recommend CVCC to anyone that asks because of the scholarships, the teachers, the small stuff that you can't get at a university. They actually take the time out for each student.
All right, welcome back to CVCC, top of the 6th inning. Brody Dixon on the mound. He's pitched 5 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. And he's getting ready, popped up, playable, in foul territory. Making the grab for the first out is Trey Fulmer. So we got one away. As Mason Steele pops up. And that will bring to the plate Pierce Dutton, who is 0 for 2. Grounded out and flied out to left. And Dixon starts him out with a ball. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, outside, ball 2. CVCC leads 7-0 after putting up 2 in the first and 5 in the second. But Shelton State has done a good job keeping them off the scoreboard the last 3 innings. To keep it a 7-0 game. And that's in there for a strike. Yes, Dutton thought that was ball 4. He already trotted to first. In fact, he was halfway there by the time the umpire called it a strike, and so he decided to come back. 3-1. Popped up. Foul territory. It runs the count full. Way to battle back by Brody Dixon. Payoff pitch. There's a ground ball. And stabbed by the third baseman. Throw to first. Got him. What a play by Trey Fulmer. He reached up to get it and throws it to first. And now there are 2 away here in the 6th. You can hear the bench fired up for CVCC after that play. Here comes James Grafos. That's going to be a ball, 1-0. Dixon. That's popped up. Left field. Making the grab is Harrison Long, and a 1-2-3 inning for Brody Dixon. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, CVCC leads Shelton State 7-0. As we'll be back after this on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia, Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without businesses like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games, every type of high school sport you can think of, local college games and professional. So thank you to those businesses that support us, and specifically Buffalo Rock. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast after a nice long day, why not enjoy it with a nice refreshing sorry? The best lemon lime soda around. Thank you to Sorry and Buffalo Rock for our partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Bottom of the 6th inning, as the Pirates hold on to a 7-0 lead over Shelton State. And Jack Bryson, who's a perfect 2 for 2, steps up to the plate. He's got 2 singles and 3 stolen bases. First pitch is low for a ball. Bryson on the season batting .311 with 13 RBIs, as that's fouled back. And it's a 1-1 count. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. As we don't have a broadcast for tomorrow, but Thrift and I are going to be at the Lumpkin Center to cover the first round of the NCAA tournament between Columbus State and Carson Newman. As the Columbus State Lady Cougars up in Dahlonega today, taking on Francis Marion. And then the CVCC Lady Pirates, they are in Missouri. With absolutely. We're excited about that. Has popped up, foul territory. And that's going to be a restart for Jack Bryson. Yeah, they're Monday. Bryant and Stratton College out of Virginia, 1 p.m. in Missouri for the NJCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championship. That's going to be exciting. First time in school history. 2-2. Got him. Strike 3. And so with 2 away, well, one down, actually. I read my score sheet wrong. So with 1 away, Silas Mason steps up to the plate, and new pitcher on the mound is John Beasley for Shelton State. That's going to be outside for a ball, 2-0. Don't forget Sunday, we got our Spring Sports Media Day. All 16 schools that we cover in this area. The 2-0 is high for a ball, 3-0. Golf, tennis, soccer, track and field. Cannot wait for that. Beasley, 3-0. And he throws him a strike. Josh Beasley, who is a sophomore, he's pitched in 1 2/3 inning, has not given up a run yet. That's high, ball 4. So here in the 6th, You got the top of the order coming up. CVCC would love to walk it off here and try to tack on 3 more runs and win it in the 10-run rule. Or is it 8 after 6? We'll have to get the confirmation from the ACCC rules as far as baseball. Velos fouls it back, the former Northside Patriot, who comes in, and he is 1 for 3 today with a double. Beasley, the 0-1. Ground ball, that's up the middle. The shortstop underhands it to first for 1. Sidearms to first and got it for the double play. The tailor-made 6-4-3 double play. And Shelton State gets out of the inning. We played 6 here at CVCC. Last chance for the Buccaneers as they are down to their final 3 outs. Is Brody Dixon going to come on for the complete game? Or is Coach Vic going to go to the closer? We'll find out as we go to the top of the 7th. Chattahoochee Valley Community College leads Shelton State 7-0. Back after this. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
Top of the 7th inning, Brody Dixon on to try to close this one out and pick up the win for CVCC. And the first pitch is in there for a strike to Hayes Alford, who's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to center. Change up. Oh, what a pitch. Just outside, though. It's 1-1. One. Change up. God, right on the corner. What a pitch. It's 1-2 to Haynes Alford. As we got time. So Brody Dixon on the year is 1-4. He's got 16 2/3 innings pitched. And swung on a miss. Strike 3. And that's his 4th strikeout of the game, and CVCC is 2 outs away. And Trip Gann is coming up. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. It's outside for a ball. And that's a strike. Good pitch by Brody Dixon. By the way, his Smith Station Panthers are taking on Glenwood right now. We'll try to get you a score update. And that's a high, towering fly ball into left. Underneath it and making the grab is Harrison Long. And Sheldon State is down to their final out here in the 7th. And Brady Waugh. It's going to be the last chance here for Shelton State. First pitch to Waugh is low, ball 1. And that's high for a ball, 2-0. Dixon working from the stretch. The 2-0 pitch. That is low for a ball, 3-0. Brady Waugh has a chance to keep this inning alive. Here's the 3-0. It's outside, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. The inning continues. Paxton Ponder is going to come up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center. CVCC 8-16, 4-3 in conference play. And it's in there for a strike. To the batter, Paxton Ponder. Dixon. The 0-1, that's in the dirt. It's a 1-1 count. Next game will be next Thursday against Wallace State Community College. And that's foul back, and Shelton State is down to their final strike. And we will have that game for you on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The times do say 1 o'clock Eastern. Believe that's correct. Unless it's Central. There's a ground ball to short. Flips it to second. Ball game over. And the CVCC Pirates get the win. Complete game shutout for Brody Dixon. 7 innings. He's given up the 3 hits, no runs. And Chattahoochee Valley wins this one by a final score of 7-0. What a game. Brody Dixon is your Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the game. I could easily give it to Zach John Pierre because he did have the 3-run homer. But we're going to say co-players. All right. First of all, I want to thank Ashley Landy for really helping us out. Thrip Behringer to getting this set up. I know it's been a long day, but we're excited. CVCC gets the win. They split the series with Sheldon State. Don't forget, we're going to be back at it on Tuesday. CVCC Lady Pirates softball, and then here once again on Thursday for Pirates baseball. So for Thrip Behringer, I'm Richard Holder saying so long here from CVCC once again. The Pirates beat the Buccaneers 7-0 to split the season series. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
My name is Quinteria Perry, and this is my CVCC story. I've graduated from CVCC with my associates in medical assistant, and I received my certification from CVCC. The training that I got from CVC and being prepared to come and do clinicals helped tremendously. I started looking at scholarships, and the ambassador scholarship was interesting to me because you did events to earn your scholarship and you meet people. My favorite part about my job is meeting patients every day. They will crack me up every day. They make my day better. I would recommend CVCC to anyone that asks because of the scholarships, the teachers, the small stuff that you can't get at a university. They actually take the time out for each student.